Hey everybody, welcome back. More Minecraft Survival here today, and oh man, I have gotten a ton of resources because today we're going to be starting up a brand new building project. But first, I did a little building project off camera that I think I need to show you guys. So, without further ado, I'm going to turn around and give you guys the reveal. There we go. I've finally finished the framework of the castle. It's not even really a castle, it's more of just like a giant mansion inside castle walls. Because as you can see, I've built the house complete with a little fountain because we got rid of the little pond that used to be over, I think, here. Surrounded it with quartz, added some glowstone, and that's stone slabs down at the bottom. Now, this is the house, which we'll take a tour of probably last. Now, I should mention, it's not complete. I finished the framework. I do not have rooms at all in these towers. I don't have stairwells inside the towers. This is the only one that actually has floors, but it doesn't even have a stairway to get up and down it quite yet. So, as I said, it's just the framework. So, I really don't feel the need to go inside of any of these places. All I would like to say is that I think it's funny that these kind of look like faces because you got the eyes up here and then the mouth down there. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I didn't notice it until recently, but yeah. Anyway, we need to work on the next building project. First, though, I'm going to show you the interior of the house. Now, there's nothing really in here yet as far as furniture. There's a bed, and that's it. Oh, I forgot. We have this little balcony over here that I built, and it overlooks the front. There's kind of stuff I want to add to the yard. I'm not sure quite yet. I think probably trees. If you could leave ideas, you can leave ideas if you want to for what like sort of decoration you would like to see. You know, fountains, lampposts, whatever you suggest. But regardless, I'm looking for food. And I'm not seeing any, which is bothering me. There's some steak, that's good. So, I think I'll get my tools ready, which really consists of these three things. And we'll need some fences for the build. Oh, I have another stack of bricks that I didn't even know I had. I think I'll need glass panes, but I'm not sure if I have any. I don't appear to have glass panes, which is alright. I can make those at a later time. What I think I might want to do, though, is grab a little bit of cobblestone for working on the build. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to set this up, if I'm going to just speed up through the footage straight away, or if I'm going to, you know, talk about, like, the framework of it. Or talk about what I want as I build the framework. I'm not sure what I'll do yet. Where's the cobblestone? There it is. We'll get just 3 stacks of cobble. That should be enough now. Boy, it took me a long time to get all the resources that I have. So, oh, we have some more spruce steps, which is good. There's some birch saplings. We'll worry about all of this later. Anyway, what we're building today is we're going to build a barn-esque thing. We'll build a barn because I'm going to start farming here. We're going to farm animals, and we'll do regular farming as well. But the problem is I do not know where I want to build this barn at. So I'm going to have to look around a little bit. Now, I know there's the flat area in between this base and the second base, but I'd prefer to keep things contained. The second base is not really like a different area. More so, it's just a base to, you know, get a change of scenery and to find, like, modded ores. Now, saying that, I'm still going to build a large house there. Just because it'll be nice to, you know, spend some episodes over there, some episodes over here. But anyway, I'm going to search now for a little area to build. Now, I think there's a lot of flat area around this sort of area. The plains biome that we're in, there's a lot of flat area. Which is going to be nice because I'll be able to then just build a bridge. Now, ooh, what's this? I've not been over in these areas yet, so I'm not sure what to expect. All I know is that I actually I like this area very much. We might have to build a second castle. No, wait, never mind. We won't think thoughts like that, because if I do, I actually will build another one, which is not something I have the resources to do at all. I will have to spend a long time gathering resources in order to build another castle, which I doubt we will do. Now, there's a lot of pumpkins here, which I like. I do like pumpkins. And it's fairly flat, and there's also what looks like a mountain biome over here. Or an extreme hills biome, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is a fairly flat area, but I'm not sure how far I want to build it from the house. So I think we'll probably build it over here instead. Now that area is nice, and we probably will do something there eventually. Maybe. But until then, I think I'm going to focus mainly on building something over here. So I think, without further ado, I'm probably just going to cut this part out because it's going to be really boring. But I'm going to dig up some of this grass so we can get enough space to build a decent-sized barn. So I'll meet you guys after I do that. Alright, so I think I have this area a decent size. First, I kind of want to check, though. So we'll just build a rough cobblestone frame really quick. So we'll see how much in it is to find the center of it. And I'll be back after I finish this. Okay, so it looks like that the center of it, there's actually too wide. So we'll have a double door. And that's fine. I have no problems with that. So now that we have that out of the way and we know that these two are the center blocks, let's actually offset those from the rest of the group by putting birch wood as this. Or as the little notifier. What? Notifier. That is the two center blocks. Now, it bothers me that I can't sprint. I'm one of those people, I like to sprint a lot in Minecraft. I sprint unnecessarily so, as I'm sure you've noticed. So, I like to have my sprint up. Okay. So, what do we want to do for the framework of this house? Well, what I was kind of thinking is birch wood in the corners. So, we'll add that down to the hotbar. And I'm talking legitimate birch wood. We'll go up 8 to begin with, just to get, you know, a vague like idea of how high it's gonna be, because it is a barn. It will be fairly large. So there we go. And just one more corner. Now from here, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I want to have a peaked roof, and I want it to look like a normal barn, and you know, an American, you know, barn. So I'm gonna take two, and this is some advice I have for a lot of people. If you are interested in building and you want to build something similar to a barn, I'm actually gonna check out Google Images and just Google barns to see sort of designs in real life that might interest you, pique your interest, and be the inspiration for your build. So I'll be back in just a moment, guys. Okay, I found one design that I quite like. Now, the idea behind the design, I'm going to try to vaguely explain it really quick, is there will be a slanted roof that goes up like this, and then it'll run into a larger portion that goes straight up for a minute. And then there'll be another slanted roof that peaks, goes down, and then slants back over to this side. To vaguely explain it. So the material that I want to use primarily in this build is lighter materials, because it's a barn. And when you think of barns, at least when I think of barns, I think of them as being a very, light, um, you know, place full of life, I guess is a good way to explain it. And I feel like light colors, show off light. Life, not light. There we go. Light colors do show off light, but they also show off life, in my opinion. So, as you can see, it's a very large framework. It took most of our birch wood to build just that. I did not see that much use of materials coming, to be honest. But that's no big deal. Sometimes builds take a lot of materials and take a lot of time, which is fine. It's just an act of patience when you first start off building, I guess. You have to be patient enough to, give your build time to come to life. I mean, you can sit there and you can make the build quickly, but I think you'll find that if you take the time to focus on your builds, and, it may take weeks, it may take months to do something very, very important, like a huge, massive project. It may take months to build something. This took me a long time to build, but I am happy with the results because I very much like the design choices that I went with on it. So for me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that it took a long time to make. Okay, so we have the framework down. Now I think, it's a shame that I got rid of all my birch wood, actually. I need to find some more because I just had another idea for the door. So I'm going to, I think I have some birch saplings and some bones at the house. I'm going to go ahead and plant some birch saplings and then use bone meal on a couple just to get a little bit of birch wood. Now, I'm not quite sure how long this video has been, but this is like a mini series inside Minecraft Survival, I think. I think the way that I'm going to set it up is this will be like part 1 of the build, and it's going to be sort of a building process. So this first part, I want to mainly just get the framework done for how I want it to look. Now, as far as a roof goes, I'm not quite sure what I want yet. I mean, I know what I want in the roof, but I don't know what material yet. I'm thinking default oak wood planks is what I'm thinking. Now, will I end up using them? I'm not sure, but it is something that I am debating using. Now, I could decide to use, like, nether brick steps. I'd be insane to do that because I'd probably have to mine up the entire nether fortress to do that. Or just insane amounts of netherrack, but I could theoretically do that if that's my choice. Now, for the next video, I'm not quite sure what we'll do. I'm not ending this one off at this point because it's probably fairly short because I have cut out probably a good 10 minutes of me just digging. So yeah. Well, I wouldn't say 10 minutes, maybe like 6 or 7. But I think what I'm going to do for now is plant a couple of these birch trees. Like right there, there, and there. And we use the bone meal. Unfortunately, we have like this new bone meal thing. Okay, thank you, tree, for actually growing. Now, unfortunately, this is a very small birch tree, too. And as you can see, I only got 5 pieces of birch wood, and we also have to run back to the home. Next time, I think we might hit up the bridge going from this place. Going from the mansion, castle, whatever you guys want to call it, fort. The giant fort with the faces. Welcoming everybody onward. We'll probably look at the bridge, and then we might even take a look at finishing up the walls and probably the roof of the barn. Now, this is going to be probably anywhere from 2 to 4 parts of Minecraft Survival will be this project. Because, creeper. Because a lot of you guys, I think I did turn off mob griefing so he won't blow up my house. Actually, I think I did, yeah. A lot of you guys may have, like, wondered what building what I do when I build. So that's why I'm sort of doing this series, where it will primarily be it's a mini series inside of a series, but it'll primarily be just me working on the house. Now, tell me if you want me to do more of these, more build projects inside Minecraft Survival. Every 10 or so episodes, maybe, if that's what you guys want. Now, I could go upwards, and tell me how you want Minecraft Survival to be. Do you want it to just be everything, or what? Mainly, I just want to see what you guys want out of this series. Because me, I like to build a lot. It's got to be said. So I like to, do building projects. But I know they may not be the most entertaining thing to watch. For instance, I'm thinking that I need to go caving here fairly soon in the series because we need some adventure. Now, there might be some intermediate, videos. Like the next one, we may not exactly work on the barn house and the farm. We might, in the next video, actually end up, going caving, for instance. But it's a mini-series built into this series that contains the build of the farmhouse. I guess. It's weird to explain, to be honest. But I'm hoping that I'm doing at least a decent job of explaining what this is. So anyway, I need more birch wood. And I think that's a good indicator that this is going to be it for this episode. Now, off camera, I'm going to probably collect more supplies, more birch wood, and probably get some glass panes and everything. I think the plan will work for the way that I want to build this roof, and we'll probably get to that in the next part of the barn build. So, thank you all so very much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like as it really supports me and really helps. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.